I love summer in England. It's my favorite day of the year. That was a joke. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Freedom Seekers. Today we have absolutely glorious day, beautiful sun, a bit of the breeze because we are very close to the Bristol Channel, so we usually have nice cool breeze as well. And our guests dream of the weather like that when they come camping. But to us, people who live in a caravan full time, heat is a challenge. So today I'm gonna show you our hacks and show you a few ideas, share a few ideas of how to deal with heat in the summer when you live in a caravan or in a camper van, and especially if you have pets. Because as you know, dogs overheat very quickly. Heat is very dangerous for dogs, and it's the main reason why we try to keep our caravan cool in the summer. Of course, we benefit from this as well, but it's mainly for our doggy. So give me thumbs up if you also have a pet, if you worry about your dog in the summer, and if you look after your dog properly and keep him or her cool. Let me know how you deal with heat in the summer. If you are a heat lover or a heat hater, let me know in the comments and let's dive in. So here is our home, our tiny house, awning and the caravan. Those of you who watched other videos, you know that we live in an older caravan. It's a 1995 Bailey with hardly any insulation. It's an older van, and the difference in temperature really between inside and outside is a few degrees. So in the summer it is a problem because of course the caravan is cooler than the awning. The awning is facing south, and it's the awning which gets the most heat during the day. The caravan is a bit cooler, but not much better really. The insulation is minimal. That's why we have to fight with the heat, prevent heating up, to make sure that we are okay inside and our dog is okay when we work. We chose our pitch with summer days in mind because these trees protect us from the afternoon sun, so we really get only a few hours of really extreme heat a day, and you can see that the garden is already in the shade. So this is a really good solution. So when you choose your permanent pitch, your seasonal pitch, ask the staff, ask the owners about the exposure to the sun, because it works for us. But if someone wanted full sun all day, maybe if you don't have a dog and you wanted a sunny pitch, you wouldn't be happy here because we get only a few hours of full sun a day. However, our neighbors just across this tiny road, they have the sun for all day. Yes, and it makes a big difference. So location of your pitch is super important. The presence or absence of trees is important. Whether there's grass or tarmac around you, whether there is water, stream or a lake, it all matters when it comes to the sun and dealing with heat. So as you can see, the shutters are down in the awning to keep the sun out. So we entered a lockdown mode today to prevent the heat penetrating the awning and the caravan. This is something we learned when we were traveling in a motorhome in Italy a few years ago. We covered our windows with those mats, windscreen mats, and this is a really good idea because although we have thermal blinds inside, if you actually cover your window from the outside, you can still have it open, and it means you get this breeze on a windy day. You get a bit of well, fresh air, but it does protect you from the heat. So as you can see, the sun is shining almost directly on this mat, and it really works. So try. This is a simple and cheap life hack to insulate your caravan. Protect the windows, especially from the sides which get a lot of sun. Use this thermal mat which you can buy in any car shop. We secured it with pegs. Maybe it doesn't look super modern and sleek, but it does the job. Like in all hot countries, shutters do work in the summer, even if they are made of fabric and they are on your awning. So as I said earlier, it's the awning which heats up the most. Awning has very little insulation. It is really a tent. It is a bit of fabric and plastic, it is not designed to stay cool in the summer. So there are different ideas. Some people insulate the roof with similar mats you saw outside. Some of them put stuff on the roof from the outside to reflect the heat and the sunrises. We just used a fan. So if the day is not too hot, if it's not too bad, the fan is enough to cool our awning. So I would say that if the temperature is in mid-20s, maybe even high 20s, the fan is enough to cool this awning. But sometimes if it's hotter, if it's dangerously close to plus 30, we use an air conditioner. So we have a small portable air conditioner which we've had for a few years, and this is our emergency solution on really hot days. It does draw a lot of power, it does eat up your electricity very quickly, so it is a solution really for extremely hot days only. So we paid a few £100 for this one a few years ago, and cooling is 1000 watts and cooling capacity is 2600 watts. So I'm not sure what it means really, but what I know is that it draws a lot of electric, a lot of power. It's quite expensive to run, so if you are on limited power supply, this probably is not the best solution for you. It's not too big, but it is quite heavy and quite awkward because you've got this hot air outlet here, which is attached to the air conditioner, so it's quite awkward to carry it. However, I am able to lift it and put it in the caravan if needed, because you have to know one thing. So it depends on our routine or on our timetable, on the time of the day as well, whether we both work or one of us works and one of us can stay with a dog. So sometimes we use this air conditioner here in the awning to cool the awning, because it also helps with cooling the caravan. So sometimes it's just enough to switch the air conditioner on here in the awning, open the door to the caravan, and this one keeps both of them cool. However, on the really hot days when we have a heat wave, and unfortunately we observe more and more, we experience more and more heat waves which happen more often and they take more time. This is really worrying, because we've been living on wheels for 5 years and we really observe climate change and consequences of climate change. And yeah, heat waves, storms, the weather gets extreme and those heat waves become more frequent. So yeah, we probably have to think of different solutions really, because something that, you know, used to be done a few times a year, like a few years ago, we would use this air conditioner really a handful times in a year. This year we've used it quite a lot, probably more than 10 times already, and we are only in June, so it is quite scary. Anyway, so this is cool in the awning. What do we do inside in the caravan to keep it cool? Here is the Lord, nice and comfortable in the cool caravan. And what do we do inside? Well, it depends on time of the day, but we open windows on the side which is in the shade. If the sun is shining in the windows, we lower the thermal blinds, and these work excellent. So we literally shut the sun out from our caravan. Depending on the position of the sun, we keep the windows open or closed. Now we have some nice breeze coming in, so I opened a few windows to create the draft. But when it's really hot, we keep the windows shut and we lower the blinds, and we have a small fan here to keep us cool, to keep this air circulating. Of course, we open skylights on hot days. On most of the days, that's enough to keep us all comfortable. So opening the windows on the shady sides, the ones that are in the shade, we can open them, especially if there's a bit of breeze. If the sun is shining directly in the windows, we close them and lower the blinds. We use a small fan, keep the skylights open, and you saw the thermal mat which I put outside on this window, because that's the biggest window we have here, so we insulate it from outside, as you could see before. If it's really hot and we have to go to work, we both have to go to work and we have to leave the doggy inside, we bring our air conditioner here. And on super hot days, if that's not enough, we have a special table for our air conditioner, which has space here by the sofa. So we put it here on this table. We open a small window to take the pipe with hot air outside. We used to put it in the awning through this window. That didn't work very well, as you could imagine, because it was heating the awning. So the air conditioner was cooling the caravan but heating the awning. So now we've changed it. So we put our hot air pipe through this window, which has its disadvantages because that means the little window has to be open to let this pipe out. But it is what it is. So normally we cover the rest of the window we partially drop the thermal blind, and it's working, it's alright. We don't have built-in air conditioner. Probably a good air conditioning system would cost more than this whole van is worth. Perhaps when we upgrade our caravan, we will look for something with built-in air conditioner. It is important, especially if you have a dog, because as you know, dogs don't sweat. They don't have any cooling system apart from breathing cool air, basically. Yeah, so that's what we do in our caravan. I hope that some of those ideas were useful for you. Let me know what's your reason for watching our videos. If you are thinking about living a similar lifestyle, if you are thinking about moving into your caravan permanently, maybe you want to work on a caravan inside, let me know. And thank you very much for watching. Thank you for all kind comments, and special greetings for Linda, who may be watching me. I met her personally a few days ago and she said she's watching my videos and she enjoys them, so thank you very much. Thank you, and see you in the next video. Stay cool, enjoy the sun wisely, and see you soon. Bye bye.